Greetings and salutations. I'm Anita Break, the sister with the brother AW, here for another You Stupid podcast.
You stupid.
No, you stupid.
No, you stupid. Like and subscribe. Follow us on the socials and all that stuff.
Give us your money.
Leave a comment, all that. Review on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Let me not start with water in my
thirsty ass.
Whatever, I don't care. I'm at home.
Thirsty.
Anyway, all right, dear sister, tell me about your week. How are you doing?
My week. Oh,
so
on Monday, I went to yin yoga. So my homegirl's like, hey, are you into yoga? Are you a yoga person? And I'm like, not particularly, but I'm open. And so, I already got the outfits and everything because, that's just how I am. And so I have no idea what I'm walking into. And so I have my little mat and I walk into the room. I'm looking around. I'm like, it's kind of dark in here. I don't know what this is about to be. So my homegirl's been before and we're in there and I don't know shit about positions or
downward dog, none of that.
Nothing. I know nothing. I'm just there.
You've never done yoga before, ever?
No, that's not really my thing. I mean, I've done Tai Chi before and I don't think that's the type of workout that I'm looking for. It's just a little too relaxed for me. I'm a pretty relaxed person. So when I think of exercise and working out, I need something more high intensity. I don't need to intentionally relax.
Yoga is that shit.
So this particular yoga was predominantly just stretching. So we probably did about 5 or 6 different positions and we just held a stretch. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I could do that, because I work out throughout the week and it's high intensity. So I go in there and everybody's comfortable. And I'm like, looking at my friend to see how to get in the positions, because I didn't say anything to the instructor, hey, I don't know shit. But she was cool though. So we get in there and, I'm stretching and I'm just like this with my head on the floor. And I'm like, I don't know about this. And then switch over. Then
I have those same neck issues.
This isn't fun. This isn't giving me fun. Where's the music? It's super calm. And, her voice is relax. Just focus on your breathing. And I'm like, I don't know. And we just got in there. And so we get to a position where it's kind of we're stretching so we're sitting down and our legs are out. And then she has us bring our right leg towards our, our inner leg. So we're kind of stretching our hamstring, right? Now, throughout all this, I'm super flexible when it comes to my hands and my arms and so on and so forth. But I've always had tight hamstrings. And so, I'm thinking yeah, I'm super flexible. I'm gonna fuck them up with this. When it came time to stretch those damn hamstrings, they could put their heads all. So we got the little block, here's the little block. And, she's like, go ahead and use your block and, just use it to support your head. And I'm looking around and their heads are on the ground and, they're super fucking flexible. Meanwhile, I'm up here like a fucking fat girl, can't even reach the damn toes. And I'm like, I don't like this. And then I started getting nauseous and dizzy, and I wasn't even stretching. I'm like, what the fuck is this? What happened? I went from being the stretchiest bitch up in there to now I'm a fat girl. I can't even really touch my toes. And I'm just like, oh my God, this is horrible. So I'm in that bitch nauseous, and I have to sit up and drink some damn water, and then I feel a little sweat running down. We sweat?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
You are stupid. You stupid. Oh my God. Anyway, it was horrible. It was horrible. I'm like, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. You stupid. You are so stupid. I hate you so much right now.
Oh, fuck. Oh.
It's not that funny. It's not that.
Oh.
Yeah, I was struggling for real.
My stomach. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, that was great. Oh, that's so great.
Oh my
Oh my
God. You
God.
always laugh at my pain. You are the worst.
God.
Anyway, so I'm in that bitch struggling
You
to
gotta
like
give me a
stretch.
second. Holy shit.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Oh, I'm I got tears in my eyes.
I'm done with you.
Oh my God. Please continue.
Anyways,
that's great. That's
so I'm trying to
fantastic.
stretch and I'm just like, oh my God, this is the worst thing ever. And I'm getting nauseous and dizzy. And I'm like, I don't know what this is about. So I have to stretch the other side. And then it happens again. And I'm like, I don't understand what this is. So I'm like looking around. Is anybody else fucked up? Oh, it's just me? Just me? And then there was one other lady that was sitting up too. I was like, okay, girl, we understand. We understand. And so
Oh my God.
we do maybe like 2 or 3 other stretches, and I'm like laying flat on my back, and we're using the block again, the little yoga block. And the instructor, no, I don't know what I'm doing. So she come over and move the block where it needs to be. And so I'm like hanging over the block like this. And I'm like, I don't like this. I don't like this. So this is me. This is me. This is my body hanging over the block. And I'm like, this is how I was looking at that bitch. And I'm like, this is not relaxing at all. I don't like it. I don't like it. And so the class finishes up and we say namaste. And I'm like,
Oh my God.
And so my homegirl's like, how was it? I was like, girl, I feel lightheaded. And she was like, oh, you're yoga drunk. You're yoga drunk. And I'm like, what is yoga drunk? And why you ain't say nothing before? And I'm like, is that a good thing? And she was like, it's just something that happens. And I'm like, I don't know that I want that. I don't like the way I feel. I don't feel relaxed. This ain't it.
Oh my God.
So we walk out of the studio into the lobby, and the teacher's like, how was it? And I'm like, she said I'm like yoga drunk. And I'm telling this to the instructor, and she's looking like, I'm like, I don't know what this is, but thank you, bye. And so meanwhile, while we're in there, her stomach is like, "Rrr," and my stomach is like, "Ah." So when we leave, she's like, you want to go get something to eat? And I was like, yeah, girl. And she's like, all right, let's go to Cane's. Now, mind you.
Oh my God, I miss Kane so much.
Okay, girl. Yeah. So we go, we pull up to Cane's and it's closed. And I'm like, what the hell is this? Why is Cane's closed on Martin Luther King's birthday? It's not like it's Christmas, Thanksgiving, or a Sunday. And so I'm like, this shit don't make no sense. Ain't no way they giving their employees off federal holidays. That what? People are off. We want the chicken and shit, you know? And so I'm just like, oh my goodness. So we just went home disappointed. And so I was like, girl, I don't know. But she went on Wednesday to a different one. And I was like, girl, how was yoga? And she was like, oh, you would have liked this one better. It was more movement. And I was like, okay, so maybe I will give yoga another chance on Wednesday. I'll keep you posted. But that was definitely my disaster of the week. What was your disaster of the week? I was trying to do some new shit, you know, and so I'm just being open, and that wasn't it. So what was your disaster of the week?
Disaster of the week. I like that. Disaster of the week. Let's see. Man, I don't know. Oh God, it's hard to say. So many disasters to choose from, you know. I honestly can tell you. I mean, I have been like trying to get different types of gigs, and I got a wedding. I had an interview with a guy for a wedding company yesterday, and it was awful. You ever like talk to somebody on the phone and like you get like a weird sense about them, just like I don't know if I want to do that. And just the things that he was saying about the things he was talking about in terms of what I would need for the job. He's like, yeah, we're not going to pay that much money, but you got to go buy a whole nother camera and another tripod. I'm like, well, hold up, like why? I mean, why I gotta buy all this stuff and y'all not gonna pay me? Like, I don't know. So that
Right.
seems sketch. Like that's, I don't. You know what? I'm a hard pass. That's gonna be a no for me, sir. Like, no, I'm good. you know, I don't. So that, I mean, it's actually have been. I'm actually kind of weirded out because I haven't had any crazy things happen. Nobody trying to lick my face or whatever. Oh, oh, oh. So Spanish Club.
Oh
Oh
Lord.
Lord, right? So I show up for work. The last time I talked to you, the last time we did this, the last episode, I had to go to work that night. I went to work that night.
Correct.
One of
Okay.
one of the security guards died. He died, and I was like, "What?" Like I show up, and there's like a little memorial table for him. It's a picture of him, like in his security uniform. It's a picture of him. He's posed like this, like with the camera. He's like duck lips and everything, right?
So he has a uniform.
Shut up! Shut
Yes,
up!
yes. Just
Shut
so
up!
they really rock with
Shut
him.
up!
If you don't know, last
Shut
episode
up!
we were talking about how AW does not have a uniform, but he's being a creeper in the bathroom telling people they can't do drugs with no uniform on. So it's just a random black dude in a Spanish club that don't speak the language banging on people. So this is the fact that this person had a uniform. That's a game changer. Memorialized.
Oh,
he died.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
go
shit.
on.
Yeah. So like, shut up. Shut up. I can't stand you.
Oh, you can't stand me. These are your stories. Your disasters.
I can't stand you. So I show up for work. And it's funny because the day of that day, my boss was like, you need to get a security shirt. The owners are complaining. I was like, all right,
Exactly.
So, all right, fam, all right. So I ordered my security shirt that day. I was like, all right, fine. So I showed up to work, and there's like this, like it's a memorial. It's a picture of him on this table, like in the front. There's like flowers and boxes, and I'm guessing people can leave their donations there. And I'm like, I see it, and I'm like, So I text my supervisor. I'm like, did you know that one of the? I text him. I said, did somebody die? And he was like, yeah, he died. He had a stroke and a heart attack. Stroke and a heart attack? Like, oh, okay. That is. And I just worked with him, like the week before, or like 2 weeks before that. Like, so he died on the 10th, and I was like, whoa, like, oh my god, that's crazy. And they were doing like they would pause the music and they would do like a vigil for him or whatever, and like people would donate money and things like that. And I'm like, oh, that's crazy. I was just with him, and he's like, so that was pretty crazy. That was pretty crazy. And I was just kind of like, is he dead? Like, what is this? I just saw him, So, yeah. But I got my shirt now. Okay, Jesus.
Oh, okay. So you're officially security.
I mean, you can't see my
I'm
shirt.
just
You
saying.
can't see my shirt anyway because I wear two jackets and I don't take them shits off. But whatever, it's fine. It's fine.
Oh my
Uh,
goodness.
anyway, so yeah, what you got for me today?
So since it's Black History Month,
Okay.
I figured we would get into our Black experience because I think we grew up a different kind of Black, but still Black.
Okay.
We have Black moments, but we're not stereotypically Black.
You mean because we talk like white people?
I don't speak like a white person. I enunciate, okay?
I enunciate.
Don't do me.
All right, sir.
Don't do me.
Okay,
Don't do me.
Go on.
Yes. So all my life, everyone, no, I'm not gonna say everyone, but a lot of people have said that, oh, you talk white and my name is pretty white, very basic. And I mean, it's kind of a love hate relationship that I have with my name. How about you? Do you feel the same way?
The relationship that I have with my name um is very much hate, not like I actually hate my name. Hate it. Not just because it's dad's name, but the reasoning that he gave for giving me the name,
Daddy lover.
shut your mouth.
Go on.
um
Go on about
like
daddy. Mm-hmm.
anyway, you're stupid. um he said, I gave you this name so you can get a good job. I gave you a white name so that way you can get a good job. And you know, it helps. But I also put down that I'm white on my job application, so that helps a lot more.
Oh Lord.
I'm dead serious. Dead serious. I'm dead
Oh my
serious.
goodness. Now I don't go that far. I'm not putting that I'm white.
Hey, look, I'm 11% white.
Lord.
I'm 11% white, okay? I can claim the part of me that is applying for this job is a white man. All right?
Yeah, that's a very white man thing to do.
Exactly.
Like, fuck it, I'm white.
Fuck it, I'm white. Yep, absolutely. And then like we be in the interview and they're like, we need you to put down what your ethnicity is, and I'm like, no, why is that necessary? And then they're like, well, we'll just mark whatever we think, and I'm watching. I'm like, what you gonna put down? And they're like screaming like, I hope he doesn't see. I'm like, you put black. You put black. Hey, look. Yeah.
Negro.
dead ass.
Oh my goodness.
I was working when I had my last government job. I went into my
You are stupid.
I'm dead serious.
Oh my god.
I'm dead serious.
What? You put that you're white? Oh my god.
I'm dead
that is
fucking
hilarious.
serious.
I know, because you're stupid.
Yep, you're right. So like everybody thought I was bullshit, and everybody's like, you didn't put down no, she was white. I was like, I put that I'm white on all my applications because it's not a lie. Okay, I'm 11% white. Anthony Brooks. Okay, I'm 11% white. Okay, and I went into my profile. On my my government thing, and I went down ethnicity, race, and it said W, and I was like, what do you think the W stand for? It means I'm winning, right? I know, right? Okay.
Oh Lord.
And they were like, oh my god, you need to fix it. I'm like, no, just leave it. It's fine. It'll keep me employed. But when I changed it to being black, they fired me.
So white man got the job and the black man got fired. Yeah, that sounds about right. Hey W, you're stupid. You are stupid, okay? Like, I am not going that far, but I mean, that is a good idea. However, because I have a white name and I speak well, people think that I'm white on the phone.
Same.
So when I show up to the interview, they're like, yes, I'm Amber Brooks. Come on back. You racist, I'm getting this job because you thought I was white.
Yep.
Oh, were you expecting someone else? No, I am her. She is me. Present. And I'm like, yes, that's right. Go on. Then I get the job and I'll be like, fuck you. You are the wrong one. You knew I was black. You had to have known she was going to come out.
Yep.
Hello.
So
greetings.
Here's a question that I have for you, right? So do you feel that when you are in those types of situations, you have to project or portray a more Caucasian version of yourself in order to exist in those types of environments?
In the past, no, because this is who I am authentically. Like, I'm not pretending to be more or less of anything. This is just who I am. So I don't necessarily feel like I need to code switch, because that's what you're referring to. But that's a very real thing. However, in the position that I am now, I definitely see the need to compartmentalize who I am because they say, oh, be yourself. But they don't really want you to be yourself. They want you to be the version of yourself that they've created in their mind. And so anytime I stray from that version of whatever they think I'm supposed to be, then I'm gonna get these lashes, you know? And
Master
so
say you,
it's
master say.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I gotta go get my lashes because they're upset. But like I say, like I present who I am authentically and I'm not pretending. So if they want to put me in the box of, oh, she's this type of Black woman, and then I'm showing characteristics of not being that, that's not my fault. They didn't accept the person that I was. But again, it's not as though I was coming in like rude or unprofessional or ghetto, typically ghetto, right? I've gotten feedback from people, from white women who have said, you don't have to be so professional all the time. Somebody does, because this shit is crazy. This is what I'm going off of. Like, this is work. What do you mean? I don't have to be professional all the time. And so in the spaces that I've been in, I've experienced a lot of microaggressions. That's a microaggression. Hey, like your level of professionalism is making us uncomfortable and you need to change what you're doing. And to be fair, they're right. This is not the culture for me because if you want me to be out here popping my ass, so you could be like, see, she's just like we thought she was, like you can't really move in those spaces. So in the past, I have not had to code switch, but in my job now, I definitely am seeing a different side of the workforce that I've had never experienced before.
100%.
So that's frustrating at times.
So I have a code switching story. So when I was when I was like 16, 17, no, when I was about like I was 23, I think I was. I went for a job. It was right after I got out of massage school. I went to work at a job with Ellen. And she worked at Office Max, and she was like, "Oh yeah, come apply, blah blah blah. You need a job, whatever, whatever." So before that job, I had a very ethnic way of portraying myself. I wore the big puff jacket.
What you mean?
I wore the big puff jackets with money with dollar signs on, a big black jacket with gold dollar signs on it. I was like, "What up? How you doing? What's happening? Blah blah blah. Whatever."
No, you
dead
did
ass,
not.
dead ass.
Why? That is not you at all.
Dead ass. All right, dead ass. So
no, you was playing gangster for sure.
Oh, we're not gonna.
A black puff coat with fucking dollar signs.
Yes!
What are you perpetrating?
Yeah.
You ain't tough.
Shut up! Shut up! I can't stand you.
Man, I wish I would have saw your ass in that jacket. I was in torture. Like, where are you going? Where are you going?
Are you done?
Who
Are you
let
done?
you buy
Are you
this?
done?
You gonna get my pressure up just with your outfit?
Are you
Did
done?
that sound real
Are
crazy?
you done? Okay.
Go
Anyway,
on.
I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you what I'm trying to tell you. So I went for this interview, and when I was in the interview, I could tell that the guy he was like an older white guy from, I think he was from somewhere in the Midwest, right? He was an older white guy, and I could tell he was intimidated by me, and I was like, oh shit, I need this job. Let me. And I was like, yes, how are you? My name's Anthony, blah, 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 whatever, whatever.
Hello.
Hello, how are you? I very much put that on. And after that interview, I couldn't take it off. So I got stuck in interview mode until right now. I'm still in interview mode. I can't get rid of it. So that's why I talk like I do now, because from that moment on, I was just like stuck. Like I couldn't get it off. I was just stuck, and I can't. Like I don't even know who that person that I used to be is anymore, because yeah, it's just like, if you look back, like I had to recently go through my Facebook for some documents or whatever, and I noticed the way that I used to text on Facebook changed dramatically after that. So I was using a lot of like short form, a lot of abbreviations, DAT, DAT, and U with the big U sign or whatever. Like just everything changed after that moment. It was weird. It was hella weird. So, yeah,
Maybe you just grew up.
I guess.
Because you were never that guy.
I
Like I never thought of you as being tough
you know
or
what, I never portrayed myself as like a tough person because I'm very sensitive. I can't be I can't be tough if I tried, but
yeah.
I am very shut up. I am very I
No lies
shut up.
detected.
I can't shut up. I am very direct, and I don't like sugarcoat things, and that a lot of times comes off as aggressive. But I've never been that type of aggressive. You know what I'm saying? I've never been like, fuck you, I'll kill you. You know what I'm saying? But I've always been like, hey, you need to stop or something's going to happen to you. Like more matter of fact than aggressive. And that was very much how I kind of wore that on as an exterior, like, hey, I would walk around like, what? And then now I'm just kind of like, hey, you know, like it's like a drastic. It's not that I was pretending to be tough. It was just there was just that exterior, like what, like, and so that's more what I'm referencing. So there's that. But there was something that you said earlier that I kind of wanted to touch on. You said, oh, microaggressions. You were talking about
Mm.
microaggressions. So tell me the craziest thing that someone has said to you, like, oh yeah, like somebody was like, oh, I'm not racist. I have like 5 black friends. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. Like,
Well, I mean, other than you don't have to be so professional all the time. Um, I would say in this current position that I am in, I had gotten into, let's say, I was having a conversation with a colleague and we were not on the same page as far as how we wanted to communicate our message, we'll say. And so they got upset because I was saying, hey, if I'm going to put my name on this, it needs to reflect my experience. And they wanted me to just push out what they wanted to say, which was fine, but it was not grammatically correct.
grammatically, oh no, grammar.
Therefore, I shan't be putting my name out on documents out to the department that aren't grammatically correct.
No, correct. Grammar
And
is
I
important.
mentioned, okay, I have no problem pushing out your work. However, it's not grammatically correct. So, what are you trying to say so that we can make it make sense?
Mm-hmm.
This particular individual proceeded to huff and puff and then said to me in my face, do you know what your face looks like? What?
Oh,
And try to walk away. And I'm like, hold on, come back, say more. What What do you mean? Oh, well, your face. Do you know what your face looks like? I don't know what my face looks like when I'm speaking. Perhaps you can elaborate. Now, I knew exactly what the fuck he was saying, but he ain't gonna say it. And I'm gonna make him say it. And so it's like, say more about that. And proceeded to walk off. And I'm just like, wow, okay. So this is what we doing. And in that moment, like I said, I hadn't had a whole lot of experiences with that type of interaction with someone in the workspace. And so it's like, oh, that's your core belief. And so it's like, all right, well, how do I work with someone who attributes different behaviors to my blackness? Like, we're a very animated person, like Black people are very animated. We're very expressive. And so to use that as something that is negative or derogatory, it's not cool, So it's like, oh, okay, well, you just seeing me as an angry Black woman. Now, I wasn't angry. I wasn't combative or anything. It was just kind of like, well, what do you mean by that? What was my face giving? I don't know what he saw or what he had experienced in the past, but it's kind of like, okay, so what are we talking about here? So, yes, that other than the, you don't have to be so professional all the time. And this particular incident I'm speaking about, those are probably some that have stood out. And then also, I have had experiences in the South where yes, ma'am, no, ma'am is a thing. And starting to see that pop up more. And it's like, well, on the West Coast, that's not something that we really do. We don't show respect to our elders by saying yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. A lot of women would be insulted by that if you're calling them ma'am. I mean, sometimes people call me ma'am, and I'm like, damn, I ain't that old. But being in the South, I understand it's a sign of respect. So I ain't gonna torch the kids over it, but it's interesting. So, how about you?
So for me,
Or did you have any other questions for me?
no. You've said enough. You've done your piece. Thank you, thank you. So for me, it's not necessarily things that people say. I mean, don't get me wrong. People say fucked up shit to me all the time. Well, let me walk that back. People have said fucked up shit to me in the past. It doesn't happen as often anymore. And as a result of that, you kind of develop a thicker skin towards it. And it's really, I was thinking about this the other day, and it's really sad that you have to develop that type of, I like to refer to it as armor, because you have to walk out with the expectation that somebody's gonna say some fucked up shit to you today, and you just gotta you stupid, whatever. You can't
right.
look up and be like, what the fuck you say? Because then you're aggressive. Me being a man, people are gonna be like, oh well, he came,
a black man at that too.
Exactly. So for me, it's not necessarily things people say, it's things people do.
Yeah.
It goes
Girl, don't get your pressure up.
Let me tell you, boy.
We ain't here for this. This is jokes and shit.
Let me tell you this, sister. Boy, I be wanting.
Oh Lord.
I be wanting. Boy, I tell you.
You're like, I swear for God.
I'm about to burn your boy. I tell you what, man. I'm about to pick all your vegetables and throw them out, boy. I tell you what.
You stupid. Not picking vegetables and throw them out. Look at you, slave. Get out the plantation, son.
I'm gonna eat your whole lunch, boy. I tell you what.
Oh Lord.
So like it goes anywhere from the it can go anywhere from like microaggressions. Like I've gotten in a car with someone who I was working with, and they automatically they're like, oh yeah, it's a bit of an awkward, because it's super awkward because I don't talk. You know where I'm going with this, right? It's super awkward because I don't really talk to people. So like we get in the car and we're sitting there and they're like, well, better turn on some music, and then they turn right to that rap. Like, bitch, what you mean? I like classical music.
Yeah, you're right. Exactly. Like,
what you mean?
I'm a trained pianist.
What you talking about?
I don't listen to the rap music.
Right,
I don't know about the mumbles.
What you mean? You better put on some fucking Killers and emo music and 30 Seconds to Mars. What you mean?
Give it to me.
I like Jared Leto. What you talk about?
I like folk rock.
Exactly.
I'm all about the folk rock.
Right.
Like, huh?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I don't do that.
Right.
Not all black people
you
like this music.
You better put on some fucking Carrie Underwood. What you talk about?
Oh Lord, give me. I'm a Swiftie, low key. Give it to me. Like,
we don't listen to raps. We don't listen to raps here. What do you mean?
I don't know. I don't know.
So it's.
I mean, shit. Now that you say that, like that has happened to me too.
Right.
You're like, what's that rapper with the chains and the teeth? That could be anybody.
They all have chains and teeth.
Exactly.
Are you talking about?
I don't fucking know.
You talking about what century? Because we used to have chains and teeth 400 years ago.
Listen, when they come to me with the foolishness, I'm like, I don't know. My name is Amber.
Right.
What?
My name is.
I don't know.
My name is Anthony. What do you mean? Okay.
I don't know that music.
I don't understand. What do you
little
mean?
Who? I don't know.
Why do they always have to have little in front of their names? I don't understand that.
I don't know. Maybe they just want to make a little impact.
Is he still young, Hope? Because I feel like he's in his 50s.
I'm just saying, maybe he's young at heart. Okay, all right. Don't do him.
But yeah, you get like the.
I got a funny story. Go ahead. You finish.
like it ranges anywhere from those types of microaggressions to like major, like I'm uncomfortable, I have to leave type situ.
Yes.
Like so when I first moved to Washington, right? Um, I went out for my birthday, and Rena decided that she decided she was going to take me to a um like a Russian like bath. It's not a Russian bathhouse, but I call it a Russian bathhouse because she's like, oh yeah, I'm Russian. I want you to understand what my culture's like. Blah blah blah. Whatever. I'm cool. My son's half Russian. Whatever. Fine. So we went to this Russian bathhouse, and it's my birthday. I didn't have my armor on, right? I'm relaxed. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. It's my birthday, whatever. Let's, blah blah blah, whatever. I'm in Washington.
Let's soak with naked
Yeah,
men. Yes, that's my
yeah, let's do
birthday.
it. Yeah. I just went on a hike in Washington. Yeah, man. Whatever. So we went to this Russian bathhouse, and she's like, oh yeah, it's you get free on your birthday, so I only have to pay for me. Ha ha ha. And I was like, well, who's really treating who here? You're like.
She using you again.
Right, scandalous. I'm like, all right, fuck. I'm like, all right, cool. So we get in this Russian bathhouse. She's like, well, I'll meet you in the sauna in like 5 minutes. I'm like, all right, bet. So I walk into this changing room, and I'm like, all right, cool, yeah, and like I'm pretty confident in myself, right? So I walk in there, and there's all these men in the dressing room. They're changing, and I take off my shirt or whatever. And when I take my shirt off, they all like turn their heads and look at me, and they're like their heads go, and I'm like, what? Like, can I help y'all or look? So and I'm noticing that as I walk around in this towel, everyone is kind of looking at me very, you know what I'm saying? And I felt so uncomfortable. We had to leave. I felt like I was like a lion in a cage, and everybody was coming like tapping on the glass. I was so uncomfortable. We literally had to leave on the way out. I wasn't there for 5 minutes. I had to walk out because it was so uncomfortable for me, and I will not go into another Russian place ever again. Rena tried to send me to go get honey cake the other day. I was like, fuck no, you know what you did. I'm never going back. Like,
Damn, girl, relax.
So yeah,
you ain't got to get naked to get the honey cake.
Hey, I feel
unless it's
I feel
something
naked.
else.
I feel naked. But yeah,
You feel seen.
yeah, it was one of those. It was uncomfortable, and I was like, I ain't really feeling with this. I ain't really messing with that. So like it was a really 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 like bad experience, and I'll never forget that shit. So you got to kind of like have experiences like that and kind of push them down just so you can kind of like go out the door and be yourself every day. And I feel like being black is a culmination of trying to be accepted and at the same time not really giving a fuck, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely, as you're speaking about this experience, I'm trying to think, have I had any transformational experiences where it was clear that I was black? Because, in the beginning of this, I said, yes, we're black, but we're not your typical black people. And sure, we have black experiences and we are very much, down with our culture. But us growing up in the Bay Area, we went to school with every type of person. Like, we experienced true diversity. It wasn't just black and white. It was like we went to school with all different types of people. And so, um, mom, she never made us feel like we were inferior. So, at least for me, I went into the world thinking that I was equal, regardless of whatever category someone put me in. I'm looking at you like, hey, you're just like me. But it wasn't until I went down south that I realized, no,
Mm-hmm.
you are not like everyone else. Like, there's a hierarchy, and the black people go along with that. They buy into that. And so I think the experiences that I had in college with saying yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, and being like, well, what's the problem? Like, I respect you. Like, what are we talking about? It's very interesting. But going back to, we were laughing about people assuming that we listen to rap
Mm-hmm.
music and so
Mm-hmm.
on and so forth, right? And so, so like with my job, I get a company car or what have you, and They gave me this fucking beater.
Yeah.
I think just to like
It broke down on the freeway. Yeah.
No, that was a different one. This is another one.
You got another one?
But,
all right.
Well, I mean, I've had like 4 of them in different issues with these, but this one that I have currently is it's like this van, and it's I think they gave it to me because, I be flying and stuff, and they're like, oh, we're gonna troll her, right? And so, I be in my suits and stuff, I be looking good, and I'm driving to work. I have my like leather gloves on because it's cold here in Vegas, and so there's this. It's cold. It be freezing for real.
Yeah. Where you guys at? You guys get?
I mean, shoot, I don't
50.
know today.
You get 50?
No, like 20s.
20s? Oh, brr.
Like literally freezing.
Okay, go on.
This is the desert. Okay, I'm not here for this.
Go on.
Anyway,
tell your little story, whatever.
So imagine me suited fresh, in this beater van, giving like Chomo vibes. Okay, it's a white, no hubcaps. And I'm driving, and I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna take it. Like, yeah, I'm rocking, right? And so I listen to the radio and I be jamming or whatever. But like, I want to say damn near every day, maybe like 4 months ago or what have you, they would always play this song by the baby named Shake Something. Do you know this song?
I don't listen to the raps.
Oh, right. I forgot. You're not that black.
That's right.
Well, get into it, okay? When you're done with this, listen to it.
And that has been another Amber recommendation. Go on.
I know, right? Here's my recommendation for the day, okay? Here's my recommendation for the day. Okay, I got another one too.
Okay, here we go.
Because there's 2 songs that really fucked me up in the vehicle,
that
right?
Her
name
shake your
is
ass,
Tina.
white girl. I mean black girl. I mean whatever. Go on.
Yeah. So we're gonna refer to the van as Tina, right? So me and Tina, we driving down 95, and the song comes on, and I'm like, yes.
I don't know how to dance with the ladies. Say something.